Nina Johnson was good at her job. Very good. She worked at a mid-sized architecture firm in Seattle and had spent the last 8 years quietly climbing the ladder. She was smart, efficient, and excellent with clients. She also happened to be black, the only one in her department. She didn't talk about it much. She didn't want to be that person, the one always bringing up race. So she focused on her work, let the small comments slide, smiled when people made jokes about her hair, and acted like it didn't to sting when coworkers skipped over her ideas and praised the same one when someone else repeated it. Then came the Feldman Project, a huge deal, the kind of project that could make someone's career. The client, Richard Feldman, was old money, white, stiff, the kind of man who didn't smile unless it was at a mirror. He requested to work with David, a junior architect who came from a similar background, golf, Ivy League, beige cardigans. But David, flustered and in over his head, quietly passed the project to Nina. "She's better at handling high-pressure clients," he said, and left it at that. Nina took over. She redesigned the plans, corrected zoning issues, and sent an email summary. The reply came, "Thanks. Let's stick to David on correspondence moving forward." R. Feldman. Nina blinked at the screen. Her hands tightened on the mouse. Her name was signed. Her title was clear. Why? She didn't say anything, just kept working. At the first site meeting, Richard barely looked at her. Every suggestion she made was questioned. Every number was double-checked. When she laid out the structural redesign, he said, "I'll run this by David first." David replied dryly, "I didn't design it. Nina did." Still, Richard's demeanor didn't change. Week after week, she endured it. Quiet dismissal, backhanded compliments, subtle looks that told her, "You're not supposed to be in this room." But she was. Then one Tuesday, everything shifted. The construction manager called. "Problem with the foundation pour. We need the lead architect on site now." Nina was across town. She dropped everything and rushed to the site in her blazer and heels. The rain poured. Mud clung to her shoes. A safety inspector waved her over. "There's a misalignment," he said. "If we pour, it'll crack within weeks." The concrete truck was already humming. Nina didn't hesitate. She climbed into the pit, took measurements, and ordered the truck to stop. She explained the necessary adjustments, sketching the new configuration with a stick in the mud like a scene from a war movie. Feldman was there. He watched from his car at first, then slowly stepped out, umbrella in hand. He approached as she finished talking with the site crew. "You prevented a disaster," he said flatly. Nina wiped rain from her face. "That's my job." There was a pause. He extended his hand. "Nina, I apologize if I made you feel less than capable. I was wrong." She looked at him and shook his hand. From that day forward, Richard addressed her directly. He asked her opinion, respected her decisions, and, once, even cracked a smile. Months later, at the grand opening of the building, he raised a glass and said, "This wouldn't have happened without Nina Johnson. She didn't just design this building, she saved it." The room clapped, and in that moment, Nina felt something deeper than professional pride. She felt seen. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Let's keep telling stories that challenge bias, celebrate courage, and remind us that people can change, but only if someone has the strength to show them how. Thanks for watching.